informal settlement in shacks. So the video is about that. It tells you a bit about it, but it doesn't tell you the whole picture, right? And when they put you in transit camps like what we have on the Sipingo River and in Umlazi, those transit camps become permanent features for many years. They first, we are told, they are temporary for 6 months, but after a while, like we've seen with the transit camps in Sipingo and Umlazi in T-section, they're there before the World Cup in 2010. There were the people who were removed in 2009 and are still living in those transit camps up until today. So it's something that this is going to be the biggest fight, the biggest challenge we ever faced in Durban, post-1994. And I hope that people will ask us questions around this. We will be presenting the port stuff later on, also and myself, so there will be a discussion around it. And it's good that you can see the video and understand it. Thanks, Bobby.
This is where we brought up.
The South African government and the state of settled Transnet believes that there's a need to import more goods, bringing more bigger ships and Panamax into the Durban harbour, and thereby bringing in over 20 million containers and making Durban the gateway of Africa.
They're now planning to do expansion of the port, which is breaking now our culture, our community, where we have to restart life all over again.
They don't talk about houses, they don't talk about anything, they just tell us that they're going to move us here, they want to deport. That's what they're telling us. It's even better to stay in the shed than living on the road, because I think we're going to end up on the road.
It's really making us angry. We were living in Mayville before, that's Ketamena. We were forcibly removed because of apartheid. Now they want to relocate us to where? I think we are the forgotten people.
Moving us away is a convenient way to get rid of us so that the problems cannot be done. And that's why relocation is not the option for us.
They can bring the port, it can work for them, it don't want to work for us. Unless it can only benefit if they can employ us.
The container port in Durban only employs 800 jobs. What's more important is that the local manufacturing industry that really created jobs and employ people, that has been destroyed. All we're going to be doing is importing. It means that the local manufacturers will be under severe pressure and they'll have to close down eventually because they won't be able to cope with cheap labor currently in China and India.
And I think the Chinese wanting to learn from South Africa the way we do business, and we want to learn from China. And I've seen that with every corner of this ICC and you see people getting together, talking, networking.
Details need to be created, creating a development bank. Leaders of the BRICS nations are highlighting their success in forming a business council, all in the hopes of boosting trade and investment between the countries.
BRICS is basically Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. BRICS was formed after a lot of research by Goldman Sachs. The idea was to exchange goods and to develop a bank that they would have control over. Our concern about that sort of things becomes that the BRICS countries will lead to economic devastation on the continent.
Brazil, Russia, India, China, Africa's open like bullet holes in somebody should know.
BRICS from below is a civil society concept which includes a partnership between the South Durban Community Environmental and Groundwork Friends of the Earth Africa and the Center for Civil Society. The container port that's been proposed for Durban to expand will lead to 20 million container and trucks on the Durban roads and community roads. That will lead to more deaths.
The COP17 Conference of the Parties with the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. That was December 2011. We had 35,000 people descend on with us to but we call it not COP, Conference of the Parties, but Conference of the Polluters, because the key negotiators, like the United States, as well as South Africa, China, Russia, Brazil, Russia, India, these big, big powers came not to solve the climate crisis, but to sabotage any binding agreement. And what the Durban port expansion does is just simply amplify the disregard of the climate that we saw at the COP17, because frankly, if you look at the environmental impact assessment work by consultants like the CSIR and other private firms that Transnet have hired, it's climate denialism. They're just not taking climate seriously.
From a beautiful vegetative area, it's become hub of industry, noise.
The aroma of music, that's what we call it. You do. You may get the smell, but I don't.
But between the two refineries in Merebank, you are suffering massive health risks because the primary school that's right between them, Settlers Primary, has been recorded at a 52% asthma rate, the highest recorded ever in the world.
So Melissa was born in another area, and she doesn't wheeze. But my other two daughters, Maria and Marsha, were born in Merebank, and they are chronic asthmatics. Merebank suddenly became a place where leukemia and cancer was in increase. And we realized it is because of the pollutants that have been pushed into the air that has affected our people.
We need to detox, not retox that part of South Durban.
So we want to ensure that our livelihoods that we are involved in as poor people in this country, in South Africa, is defended, is advanced and protected. If need be, we need to fight for it.
My agent tells us not to criticize, cause they're bringing us along like industrialized, but we don't want no construction, corruption, and drama. I still wait from the tears of Americana, it's another power block. Fuck all change, 99% pain and the 1% gain.